Westinghouse has been part of the fabric of communities across our region for almost 150 years, ever since George Westinghouse set up his railroad air brake company in Pittsburgh's Strip District in 1869. Well, his business legacy lives on in numerous operations around here, including Wabtec, Wesco, and of course the Westinghouse Electric Company, and in the memories of tens of thousands of retirees from a variety of Westinghouse businesses. And the retirees do more than remember. They carry on another aspect of the Westinghouse legacy, community service, through Westinghouse SURE, which is one of the largest dues-paying company retiree organizations in the country. Susie Barbour is Vice President and Communications Director of Westinghouse SURE, and Dallas Frey is a Westinghouse retiree. Welcome. Good to have you both here.
Hello.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, I should mention for the sake of disclosure, I'm a former Westinghouse employee myself, not retired, but certainly an alum, and it's great. So what is Westinghouse SURE all about?
Well, Westinghouse SURE was formed in 1989, and it was just an effort to get retirees together to work in community service and volunteerism with, at that time, company support. They wanted to encourage retirees to have time together and to also continue to serve the community, because it was always part of Westinghouse's greater mission. George Westinghouse was very, very connected to communities and also very good with his employees and providing them with benefits. So it was started just from the grain and the essence of the company, I think, that the retirees would want to carry on their good work even after they'd left the company.
Well, and technically you're not a retiree, you're an alum as well,
I am.
right? You
I'm
actually
an
went
alum.
on to another job, and then you were the radio part of the business.
Right. I had about 24 years altogether, though, with a Westinghouse connection. Yeah.
Okay, so Dallas, you do accept alums in this organization, not just retirees, right?
Yeah.
We're very inclusive, Bill, and anyone who feels that they had a significant stretch of their career with Westinghouse, or what's now one of the Westinghouse successor companies, is more than welcome to join SURE, and it can easily do that by going to our website, westinghousesure.org.
And you retired out of the Westinghouse Electric Company,
yes,
right?
I
But
did.
You're still doing
yes.
business here up in Cranberry?
Yes, I had a more traditional career. I worked my entire 37-year working career at Westinghouse, first as an engineer and then later in HR.
Well, and these types of alumni organizations, I think, are not that uncommon in those types of companies who had that traditional corporate feel to them, right?
Right.
We have a lot of smaller groups of people that get together and golf or have lunches that still want to keep the connection with friends and colleagues that they had worked with over the years, and many of those folks have ultimately joined SURE to become part of our larger group. Right now we have about 920 members, and we'd love that to continue to grow.
And we have our mission has historically been a dual mission. It's been to serve our communities through volunteering, but also to serve our members through activities and services. And over time, we've emphasized the volunteering more heavily, but in recent years, particularly the last year or two, we've been much more active at getting our members involved in activities and other things to continue to build on the camaraderie that Susie referred to.
To have fun. And just to tie back to George Westinghouse again, he did fun things for his employees even way back when. He had the first family picnics and got everybody onto what was an early version of the Gateway Clipper fleet, I suppose, out on a steamboat for the families and for fun, and gave them half days off on Saturdays. That
was revolutionary.
He invented the weekend.
Westinghouse invented the weekend, right?
Absolutely.
Or at least the day and a half weekend.
Yeah.
So there's got to be an enormous pool of Westinghouse retirees and alumni here around our region, right?
There are, and most of our membership is, about 80% of our membership is based in Western Pennsylvania, and we know that there are many others out there who could be members of SURE, and we'd love to have joined SURE, and that's why we are trying to become more member-oriented, more sensitive to what the needs of the members are, so that we can do a better job at attracting those people to the organization. And we've had a good amount of success doing that in the last year or two.
We've had, just in the past few months, a baseball outing, bowling, a movie outing for members, tour to brewery, I think. I organized a group to go to the Heinz History Center a couple of summers ago. We had about 60 people show up for that.
Really? So what about folks who work for companies like Bombardier Bombardier or Eaton or Emerson, the list goes on and on, of all those businesses that were spun off.
Many of them are part of SURE, There are a number of organizations that, such as the ones you've named and a few others here in Western Pennsylvania, where their retirees and other alums have been good members of SURE, and we'd welcome anyone who's emerging from those organizations now.
And just a point I'd like to make, we spend almost as many years in retirement as we do in our working careers, as we live longer. And when you build up an immense amount of ability and knowledge, it's really refreshing to see how many of our folks and our members give back in significant ways to the community.
Really cool. I assume you have a website?
We do. WestinghouseSURE.org.
All right, people can track you down there, sign up. We'll build the Army, do more good work, so just keep the mission going, right? All right, Susie Barbour, Dallas Frey from Westinghouse SURE. Good to see you both. Thanks.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us. Great things about Pennsylvania, but small business friendliness may not be one of them. A website called Thumbtack surveyed more than 13,000 small business owners in 50 states and 80 cities to find out how easy state and local governments make it to start, operate, and grow a small business. Thumbtack helps match customers to qualified professionals offering services covering 1,000 different categories. Well, on overall small business friendliness, Pennsylvania ranked 41 out of 50. Earning a C-. Its grades were similar for such things as regulations, tax code, and training programs. The Commonwealth did earn a B- for health and safety. The city of Pittsburgh got the same C- grade for small business friendliness, with a dismal D for regulations and an F for its tax code. On the plus side, the city earned an A for its training and networking programs. For comparison, the state of Ohio outperformed Pennsylvania with a B+ for overall small business friendliness and Bs in most other categories. Both Ohio and Pennsylvania outperformed West Virginia, which received a D grade for overall friendliness. You can check out the grades for all the states and all those cities at www.thumbtack.com. For today, we're out of time. So for the staff of our region's business and for the Allegheny Conference, I'm Bill Flanagan. Thanks for joining us and have a profitable week ahead.